Bitcoin just did something it hasn't been able to do for weeks. After finding support near 60,000, the bulls are attempting to reclaim one of the most important moving averages on the weekly chart. Is this the beginning of a larger move back towards 70K and beyond, or is this simply another bear market rally before Bitcoin rolls back over? And before we go over the top-down analysis, I just want to go over this winning trade that I gave you guys on the live that I did a couple days ago on the 1 hour time frame. I scoped out this flag here at around 61,600 with the measure move taking us all the way to about 63,300. Not only did we hit that, but we actually went up as high as 64,000. So congratulations on whoever took this setup. This is a big win for the flex candle community. Now the price of Bitcoin right now is at 63,670, and here on the weekly chart we see that we're about to close this green candle in about 20 minutes, and if we could close this candle green, we're going to be pretty much above the 200 moving average, which is at 62,661. That's going to be bullish. This could be tweezer bottoms, and this could help us start making a move up towards this 21 moving average, which is at 70,083. Now last episode I was talking to you guys about a bullish divergence on the weekly and on the daily, and ever since then that has been playing out. This could be the beginning of a possible double bottom. One bottom, maybe this could be a second bottom, but in order for this to happen we do have to reclaim this 21 moving average. Let's see what ends up happening here with the chart. I'm liking that the RSI is starting to point up. I'm liking that the stochastics RSI is starting to get low here, and we might start curving back up. Now ultimately, you guys know I have this in a bear flag, and we already made most of the measured move already, so that's already a winning trade. So let's see what ends up happening if we're going to go back and retest this bear flag all the way up here and re-enter it, and then if we are going to stay bullish, we will have to get out of this bear flag again and get back above these moving averages up here. Now let's head over to the 5-day chart, and on the 5-day chart we see that the stochastics are low. We have some bullish divergence here, bullish divergence on the RSI as well, and we're still below the 200 to 21 moving average, but I'm liking that we're having a green candle here. This candle does close in the next 4 days. Would we be able to make a move up towards this 21 moving average at $70,901? If not, this is a bear flag that could roll us over. We could also see some type of head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head. This could be the right shoulder if we cannot get back above this 200 moving average. See what ends up happening there. On the 3-day chart, stochastics look lovely. We're starting to point up. The RSI is pointing up. We're below many moving averages here. Our goal would be to make it to this 21 moving average at 69,484. And again, this is looking to me like a possible double bottom, but we need to get back above this 21 moving average. On the daily chart, this candle closes soon, and this will be the 5th day in a row that we have a green candle for Bitcoin. This is pretty bullish here. This was also in a head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and we're just getting back up above this right shoulder here. Let's see if we can negate it. This is also looking like a double bottom here. The measure move to this, I have a lot of patterns here, but measure move to this could bring us back above this 80 moving average, which is at $71,208. So as you can see, many things are showing that we want to make a run back towards 70K. I think we're gonna have some resistance around 67, 68K. I don't know if we're gonna make it to 70, but if we could blast through that, then we should be able to get to 70K. And you guys already know about that large resistance at 74K, and that's currently now the 200 moving average. That's 74,759. We could do this double bottom, get back above this 50 moving average, then we could start talking about battling against this 200 moving average again. The only thing is that the stochastics RSI are toppy here. We did get above the 50 on the RSI, but we're starting to curve. Let's see if we can make one more move up at least to this 50 moving average before we reject, and if we reject, maybe we could use this 21 moving average as support this time around. On the 8-hour time frame, stochastics are getting a little toppy. RSI is getting a little toppy as well. We did recover all the moving averages. Our next thing to get would be this 200 moving average on the 8-hour. That's at 70,149. We head over to the 4-hour time frame. We finally got back above this 200 moving average. We go all the way back. It's been such a long time before we were above the 200 moving average. I believe the last time was somewhere on like May 15th. We're on July 5th now. Took that whole time to get back above this 200 moving average. Now the stochastics are reset. We're starting to point up. The RSI is starting to get a little toppy here. So I would expect us maybe to make another move up, but if we get too far away from the 200 to 21 moving average, we're going to have to go sideways and wait for us to catch up with the moving averages, or we might have to roll over and touch the moving average again. I'm liking that this 21 moving average is about to cross up on the 200 moving average, though. That is going to be bullish. Now we can't get too happy yet because this is only one green candle. I want to see a couple more green candles to confirm this, and I want to really show strength getting above this 200 moving average, because we could easily break a red candle here and end up rolling over, and that could be tweezer tops. Now, since we are above the 200 moving average, the next logical step if we're bullish would be to go towards this 6-hour 200 moving average at 66,937. And we can see here that the stochastics are side, we're on the way down, but we're starting to get a curvature back up. So if we could hold above that 4-hour 200 moving average, this could be our next logical move back to about 67K. On the 1-hour time frame, we're above all the moving averages. This is where I got the winning trade here. Now we are starting to get a little toppy on both the RSI and the stochastics RSI. So again, I'm thinking about one more move up. Maybe we go and test 65K, and then we will reject from there for a little bit. And on the 15-minute time frame, we're above all the moving averages here. I'm not liking this. We close tweezer tops. We're starting to fall down. We are far away from the 21 moving average, but that's at 63,146. As long as we can stay above 63K, I think we're in good hands. This looks like we might be creating some type of a falling wedge here. And maybe we're gonna go and touch the 21 moving average down here. If we could hold above this 200 moving average, then this could be the next move up. And let's see what the measure move will give us here. It shows that it could take us all the way back up to about 64,500. So let's see if this plays out. Let's see if we could follow this falling wedge pattern, and then we could stay above this 21 moving average. This could be the next move up. So guys, overall right now on Bitcoin, I'm feeling a little bit neutral to bullish for the short term. I think we could make a move up to 65, 67, possibly 68K. And if we could hold above that, even up to 70K, maybe even higher, let's see. But if we start to get a rejection from those levels and we can't really surpass 70K, then get ready, because then that will look like we're probably going to come back down and test these lower levels again at possibly 63K, 62, 60K, maybe 58K or lower. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.